Several months back, I woke up one morning with chest pains. Here's a tip for you. When your dreams cause your heart to hurt, you've got a problem. And I did. I woke my lovely wife, Patty, who called 911. The paramedics came and got me. At the hospital emergency room, they began to push drugs, connect wires, and ask questions. Within an hour, I was stabilized, and they pushed me down the hall to the chest pain clinic, where I was chest x-rayed. I was CAT scanned. I was cardiac ultrasound. A word about the chest pain clinic. Not so much a happy place. Everybody in here thinks they're dying. And then there's all that yelling, "Oh God, oh God." It's the doctors and the nurses. I don't recommend you go to the chest pain clinic. Maybe just take the life right out of it. At one point I had drifted off to sleep, and when I woke up, my chest hurt. The television was on Fox News. There was no remote. That's not a preview of what hell must be like. That's about all the hell one man can see. After 16 hours under observation, they released me that evening and sent me home with a follow-up appointment to a cardiologist. Now I have an additional pill in my daily pill regimen, which is looking more and more like a handful of M&Ms. The bottom line, I was fine until I got a bill for $20,147.59. Let me repeat that. 59 cents. I don't keep that kind of cash with me. Do you carry that kind of cash with you? I called the billing office and asked for an itemized bill. "Oh," the woman said, meaning, "Oh, you're one of those." She said, "Yes, sir, you can come by tomorrow and pick it up. I'll schedule and have it printed tonight." Here's the bill. Look at the size of this thing. It looks like a phone book. I read this bill cover to cover and highlighted all the charges that looked a little suspicious to me. Wasn't quite sure about. Didn't really know if they were mine or not. Called back to the billing office and said, "I want to come in, I want to talk to somebody, I want to sit down and go over this bill. I've got some charges I have questions about. I need some answers." The woman said, "Yes, sir, you're going to want to talk to Oliver Picklesheimer, our chief billing negotiator. Mr. Picklesheimer is skilled at hospital procedures, their charges. Mr. Picklesheimer can help you." I said, "Fine," so we pinned an appointment. On the day of the appointment, I showed up and was ushered into a small room with no windows. Presently, Mr. Picklesheimer came in, and off we went. Line item after line item, I questioned these charges. And at each and every one, Mr. Picklesheimer explained that the procedures, the supplies, the tests, the diagnostics, the blood drawn, was all necessary to diagnose and treat my complaint. He also said that the fees were reasonable and customary for this area. They were all required to give me very good care, which is the hospital motto. The hospital motto is, "We strive to give very good care." Not excellent care. Lord knows I can't afford very good care. I wonder what so-so care would be. Or better yet, find out what level of care would kill me. And turn it up $5. Mr. Picklesheimer assured me that all these charges were necessary. We were finally on the last page. He said, "Well, I guess that's it." I said, "Actually, Mr. Picklesheimer, there's one more charge. If you flip back to page 7, and there it was in all its glory." I read it out loud. 1 each aspirin, 325 milligram buffer. He said, "Yes, Mr. Brady, when you came into the emergency room, they likely popped an aspirin under your tongue and let that aspirin dissolve. That aspirin thinned your blood. That aspirin slightly dilated your blood vessels a little bit. As much as anything else done for you that night, Mr. Brady, that aspirin saved your life. I said, well, don't think I don't appreciate that. But did you see what they charged me for an aspirin? $20 for an aspirin? Mr. Picklesummer leaped out of his chair and said, Mr. Brady, we have been here 3 hours and gone over each and every one of these charges. I've explained to you what's necessary, and the fees were reasonable and customary. I've also watched you drink 3 enormous cups of coffee, and you've never left the room. In addition to your heart, frankly, I'm worried about your kidney function. He said, do you really want to argue about $20 for an aspirin? I said, no, sir. No. And if you can look me in the eye and tell me the value of that aspirin is $20, I'm prepared to pay the bill in full right now. He looked me in the eye and he said, Mr. Brady, the value of that aspirin is $20. I said, fine. I said, Mr. Picklesummer, this is an 1,100 count bottle. Valued by your own admission at $22,000. A little over 20,000, but please keep the change. Took my bill, tucked it under my arm, and walked out of the Hanover Regional Medical Center with my head held high. Do you know I never got another bill from you? I don't know what happened. And if you call out to their billing office today and ask to speak to Oliver Picklesummer, they'll tell you he no longer works there. I don't know what happened to him, but I know this, and I know this with conviction. When you've got something to negotiate, you need a negotiator that will toe the line. Somebody that will sit at the table and not leave until you get what you want. You need Phil Brady of PhilBrady.com. PhilBrady.com, making the world a better place, one negotiation at a time. Mr. Contest Master.